It seems like everybody is busy doing yoga, but what are they really doing and why? Let's look at 3 different styles of yoga. Before we start to speak about the different styles of yoga, we have to talk about Sage Patanjali, because all styles of yoga are based on Sage Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, which were written 2300 years ago. Here he described the 8 limbs of yoga, which are Yama and Niyama, it's your morals and ethics, asana, physical exercises, pranayama, breathing exercises, pratyahara means turning awareness inwards, dharana means concentration, dhyana means meditation, and samadhi means superconsciousness, or union with the divine. And to attain the state of yoga, all these limbs have to be practiced. This is called for Raja Yoga. Raj means king in Sanskrit, and Raja Yoga translates to the royal road of yoga. Patanjali is known as the father of yoga. Let's first speak about Shivananda Yoga. Swami Shivananda Saraswati, he lived from 1887 till 1963. He was an Indian sage, a physician and a yoga master who embraced a monastic life. Shivananda taught a holistic system of the philosophy of serve, love, give, purify, meditate and realize. He founded the Divine Life Society in 1936 in Rishikesh in India. Shivananda Yoga is a holistic practice rooted in the principles of meditation, breathing and gentle movements, using poses, the asanas, to get into the body. It's a spiritual yoga system which includes the use of asanas and the 5 principles. They are proper exercise, proper diet, proper breathing, proper relaxation and positive thinking and meditation. A typical class starts and ends with relaxation, and it's a crucial part of this kind of practice. Shivananda, he received his education from Guru Omkarananda. Shivananda's teachings are called the yoga of synthesis, because they combine all the classical paths of yoga and create a harmonious balance between the body, heart, intellect and the soul. His most central teachings and practical guidelines for life are divided into 3 main pillars. The first pillar is the core guidance and the 6 words, which anyone can practice regardless of religion or background. And the 6 words, they are serve. It means perform selfless service for others without expecting anything in return. That's karma yoga. Love, it means cultivate universal love, compassion and devotion to the divine in everything. This is bhakti yoga. To give, be generous, share your resources and let go of greed and material attachment. Purify means to cleanse your mind of negative thoughts, egoism, anger and jealousy. Meditate means to turn your attention inwards through daily meditation and concentration, which is Raja Yoga. Realize means to recognize your true divine nature and attain spiritual liberation, which is Jnana Yoga. The second pillar is the 5 principles of Shivananda Yoga. They are proper exercise, asana, physical yoga, which are physical yoga postures that strengthen the body, increase flexibility and keep the spine healthy. Second is proper breathing, which is pranayama. It's breathing exercises that regulate vital energy and calm the mind. Third, proper relaxation, which is shavasana, deep physical, mental and spiritual relaxation that recharges the whole body system. Fourth, you have proper diet, vegetarian, a pure, simple and nutritious vegetarian diet that keeps the body light and the mind clean. Fifth, positive thinking and meditation, which is belonging to Raja Yoga, controlling the intellect, removing negative thought patterns and stilling the mind through meditation. The third pillar is very short, be good, do good. The yoga of synthesis, pioneered by Swami Shivananda and expanded upon by Sri Aurobindo, harmoniously blends the 4 classical paths of yoga, which are karma yoga, bhakti yoga, raja yoga and jnana yoga. The synthesis of these paths addresses the complex nature of human beings, balancing reason, emotion and will. By combining these methods, a practitioner removes mental impurities, still the fluctuations of the mind, and tears down the veil of ignorance to realize their divine nature. Traditional yoga scholars and ancient lineages explicitly state that yoga is not gymnastics, because gymnastics focuses on the external shaping of the body, whereas yoga focuses on the internal stabilization of the mind. Let's move on to Iyengar yoga. He is called BKS Iyengar, and he lived from 1918 till 2014. He was a renowned Indian yoga guru and author who founded the Ramamani Iyengar Memorial Yoga Institute in Pune in India. Iyengar yoga focuses on structural alignment and uses props like blankets, straps and blocks to help you achieve the correct form regardless of your physical ability, hence using the body to get into the pose. Iyengar yoga is described as meditation in action, emphasizing the connection between body, mind and breath. In early life, Iyengar suffered from different diseases like malaria, tuberculosis and malnutrition, which motivated him to study yoga for health. Iyengar's major work is his book, which is called Light on Yoga, which is referred to as the Bible of modern yoga. He taught yoga until his death at age 95, which was in 2014. Iyengar was the brother-in-law and student of Krishnamacharya, who is known to be the father of modern yoga. Let's move on to Ashtanga Vinyasa yoga. Krishna Patapi Joyce was born in Karnataka. He lived from 1915 to 2009. In 1948, he established the Ashtanga Yoga Research Institute in Mysore, India. He established yoga as an exercise along with Iyengar. They were both students of Krishnamacharya. Ashtanga yoga is a dynamic, physical, strenuous form of yoga where you work through series of yoga positions. It builds strength and flexibility and focus. There are 6 series which become increasingly difficult. You master one series before you move on to the next. You change also position with each breath. The first series consists of 75 positions. There is little to no focus on meditation or pranayama or the divine. Yama and Niyama are also not discussed or mentioned or taught. The goal in Ashtanga yoga is to master the physical poses and not to unite with the divine, which is literally the very meaning of yoga. Patapi Joyce studied yoga under his guru, who was Krishnamacharya, and attended the Sanskrit College of Mysore, where he became a professor of Sanskrit. In 1958, he authored his classic book, Yoga Mala, which outlines Ashtanga yoga and explores yoga philosophy. Joyce has claimed that he was Iyengar's teacher, which Iyengar has denied, and their teachings of yoga are also quite different. They were both taught by Krishnamacharya at the same time. Critics have questioned Joyce's adherence to ahimsa, which is non-violence, as some of his students were constantly limping with injured knees and backs because they had been adjusted by Joyce into, for example, lotus pose, splits or back bends, pushing the students beyond their physical and psychological comfort zones. In 2009 and 2010, it became public knowledge that Joyce actually abused and exploited some of his students, both male and female, by inappropriate touching during adjustments. Let's speak about Krishnamacharya. As Krishnamacharya was the teacher of Iyengar and Patapi Joyce, let's have a look at him. His full name is Tirumalai Krishnamacharya. He was born in Mysore, India, and lived from 1888 to 1989. He was an India yoga teacher, Ayurvedic healer, and a scholar. He started learning Sanskrit when he was just 5 years old. He is known as the father of modern yoga. Krishnamacharya is highly praised everywhere you look and read. I read a comment on Instagram that said that next time you practice yoga, remember that if it wasn't for Krishnamacharya, you wouldn't be doing yoga that way. But I ask myself, But is that really a good thing? Because personally, I don't think that modern yoga has anything to do with yoga at all. Modern yoga focuses on physical performance and competition and being acknowledged for being a yoga master based on your physical performance. The way I understand yoga aligns with Shivananda Yoga and the synthesis of yoga. Everything you can take a picture of is not yoga, that's according to me. It's yoga asana. Yoga translates to union with the divine, and asana is meant to rid you of your restlessness so that you can meditate and expand your consciousness. In yoga, as many other spiritual studies, you really do have to be able to discern.